I am on the 50th map since I've began recording these, and I've been focused on Breach. This will be my, I believe, 35th Breach map and 50th map total. I'm hunting divines. It's a very slow process for me. Character is set up okay. This map is, if I can pull this down, is pretty buffed. I got lucky, and if I click Control U, no, if I click U, there we go. You can see here I have a ton of towers in this area, and I've been running these breach maps sitting in here. Unfortunately, I keep failing these citadels. This one was awful. The boss ends up with like the one buff that I can't take, and he has a temporal bubble on him, and I couldn't do anything about it. It's unfortunate. Anyways, we are running this breach map here. This is one of my least favorite maps. Not because I actually think aesthetically it's a very cool map, but that's not the issue I have with it. It's navigating it. It's a pain in the butt to navigate, and there is a lot of blue and white flashing on black background. Blue and white flashing is partially my fault because I am running a what is it? Ice strike. I am several exalts away from an absolutely massive upgrade. I've been running a 5-link the entire time I've been playing, and I've never got the upgrade to 6. I just never got lucky enough to get it when corrupting stuff. And then getting 400 exalts is quite a bit, so I was able to get the 400 and some odd exalts that I paid for it, and as a result I now have the perfect one. So from here I'm looking to the only thing I have left to buy is the level 20 gem, which I have not purchased yet. That's around 115 currently on the market, so I need a level 20 uncut skill gem. Alright, if we have found the breach, we're going to go ahead and run this. And we're going to just start heading forward in the map. Nice. Get some good loot out of this. That's kind of lame. I mean, I got some currency out of it. Wasn't like it was bad.
Fate is on my side.
I'll show also, I've unfortunately failed the Breach Lord twice. Not the Breach Lord, the Breach Boss. This first time I died to not dodging an attack. I died to that twice, but the first time I died due to combination of that and not having enough DPS. Second time, I definitely had enough DPS. That wasn't the issue. It was that as at the very end, I was down to having him to one hit and 3 hands spawned, and I dodged the first one, but there were 3 of them in a row, and where I dodged to, the second one came down, and a third one came down behind, preventing me from going anywhere, and I got smacked into oblivion. So I'm saving up Breach Splinters again for my 3rd attempt at the Breach boss. Show my Atlas after this. I don't think my build is anything crazy. This is my not using a build guide or anything. This is just what I made up over time. Eventually I'll release a Path of Building on this, as they have updated Path of Building for the current Path of Exile. Sorry, for Path of Exile 2. I wish I could navigate those cliffs a bit easier. That'd be nice. These maps take me about 7 minutes a piece, and that's what I've timed everything at. And I'll show what I went back and started creating tables like I used to for Path of Exile 1. I enjoy tracking my stuff. I enjoy spreadsheets in general, though, so I find them useful. Chaos Orb, nice. It's 5. 5 more exalts. Actually, you know what? I think I can get my gem now. I should just sell off a couple exalts. I think I have like 20 of them now. If I just sell 5, I should have enough to buy the proper gem, the level 20 gem, and I already have I already have the perfect jewelers. That should be a significant damage boost right there. In combat, showing 195 right now, but we'll find out here in a second. Oh, I can't access. Oh my gosh, that was close. The further rage builds up, the more damage I have. I have no idea what it shows right now at full. The last I saw before the last level and last gem, it was like 285, 286, somewhere in there. So I'm guessing it's about 295 to 300 DPS with full rage. Looks like the other 2 enemies are back over this way. Maybe we get through here. Probably not. Oh, nope, we can. Nice. Probably should have dodged into that. That was not the best of decisions, I'd say. We're at 7.5 minutes, but I had not started the map immediately. I'm gonna finish basically right at... Oh, is there another boss? Oh, that's annoying. Time to teleport. I hate that so much. I wish the checkpoints were a little bit more frequent. I do appreciate that they've added them. It's one of my favorite additions that they chose to do to the last patch. I was hoping they would add that, and they did. As I said, I was very happy with that. Let's get this last monster down. Finish off this map. Ooh, finish with a little bit of loot. All right. It says 8:30. I think I started 1 minute in, maybe somewhere around there. As I wasn't going the fastest, but so I'm gonna pull up the spreadsheet. Boom. This is what I've been doing here. That was map 50. That was my 35th map. That's I recorded. I gained 2 exalts, so 101, and 2 chaos, so 26. All right. This is what stats currently look like. Over 50 maps. I've done a couple things here. I have recorded all the generic loot that's worth anything that I've found over here. My focus is Breach, but that doesn't mean I haven't obtained some non-stuff, and whenever I have a chance, I add both Ritual and Delirium to the maps as well, if I have the opportunity to do so. That being said, the only major drop I've had that wasn't that, it was an Omen of Corruption out of a Ritual. Nice little addition there. I've had 2 Divine Orbs drop from Breach. The Divine Orb tracking, it has nothing to do with this. I need about 10 for a staff upgrade. My staff does about 600 DPS. I'm looking to move to about 700, but in order to do that, I need crit rate on it, and like those are between 5 to 10 divine each. So up my DPS regardless by just getting something like 650, 675, even 715, 720, which is about 5 divine, but it doesn't have crit rate, so then it'll lower my DPS some, and I guess it would probably net higher, but I want the crit, so we're gonna do it all at once. As you can see, I can clear the map okay at the moment. This right here is just calculating from the breach, and this loot over here is also just from the breach. As divine orb tracking is completely separate. I've ran 50 maps total. Of those 50 maps, 35 maps have been breach maps, and this is the loot from those 35 breach maps. Just focus on the breaches. I am running about 7 to 7.5 minutes a map. It's about 4 hours of the total gameplay if you just count from map to map to map to map. And then looking at about 34.26 exalts per map, which is about 293, 294 exalts per hour. It's been a little bit since I've seen a divine orb. It's been 11 maps since I've last seen a divine orb. And in those 50 maps, I've had 3 divine orbs drop. So basically every 17 maps I see a divine orb at the moment. At least that's what I have found. I'm going to keep adding on to this, but this is the first of the 50 maps I am running with this, and then we'll add in another 50, and I'll update this again after I either hit 50 breach maps or a total of 100 maps over here for total map tracking. Back to the game for a second. As I said, my build isn't anything crazy. I think I have about 10 divine total into my build over the total time of playing. I'm at about 200, and I don't know, we can look real fast. Pulling up Steam. Profile. 268 hours in game right now, which you probably subtract like 40 of those for AFK time, so like 220, 230, somewhere in that realm. There's 2 other things I want to show here, so we're gonna go to map device real fast. So I got this really nice area, as I briefly showed earlier. This place has so overlapped with so many towers. This is really good. I mean, look at that. Every single map in the area basically looks like that right there, or this. Is very, very nice. And then I'm running all the ones with breaches on it. Like, look at that. It's so good. This is what I'm running right here. I should probably take this off when I do bosses, the Citadel maps, because this is a bit dangerous, and then just shove it somewhere else temporarily. I have 8 points in the map bosses. I have done 0 of everything else. I haven't got anything. I've attempted this one twice and failed both times. I don't think my character is anything exceptional. It's 116, 117, 117k DPS right now. And I've been running a 5 link the entire time. I have not upgraded to a 6. I am working on that. I'll upgrade that shortly, and that should greatly enhance my ability to deal with bosses. So that's it for this one. Hope you find the information useful, and thanks for watching.